Christian Schütte from SAP Experience, and in this session I want to show and explain to you what you get when you buy our accelerated testing package, the most pragmatic and advanced testing management and organization tool I've ever used in my almost 30 years of experience in the SAP arena. It's simple, pragmatic, and doing an evolutionary development of having at the end perfect completed test scripts. Okay. So what do you get? I will also tell you what is in version 0.2. Scripts are the same, and we do have English as well as German. Anyway, no problem. Yes, the transition tool has anything need. So the other thing you get is an empty script, or not really rocket science. This is if we go to the area of overview management, the documentation in language, we do have the explanation file, which is in the running the enhancements for certain functionalities. So we'll explain what this is, and we do have the status master file. So first of all, I will show the stuff file. What we do have here is a state tracking where we have the executed steps across all test scripts in the folder we have analyzed and per team, which is assigned in the different test scripts. Here also in the case we have all steps from test scripts, and this is all in the first row in the test scripts. And here we have a information. You can also I give more details on this in the group, which is about the status management. But what is important is that we have an overview on which transactions are assigned during testing or used during testing by which roles. So this is valuable input for authorization and training. The same appears for the S4HANA apps. This is new in this accelerated testing version for S4, certainly. And we also do have an overview what is the status actually for each of the test scripts we have analyzed. Okay, so just doing this by starting this analysis, selecting the folder where our test scripts are stored, and then this analysis is going to happen and we will receive these results. This is our enhancements. This is the toolkit for running the whole test cycle for cleaning test scripts, for removing links, hidden links in these test scripts, which are otherwise hindering the processing of those. We can reset the test files for a new test cycle, so we can keep the old content of the testing, just copy the test files which have been produced in a certain cycle in the new folder, and in that one we simply set those test files, and then we can start with the next test cycle, like integration test 1, integration test 2, user acceptance testing, always an evolutionary process of developing our test cases and test script more and more. We can use a function which replaces the role and the team based on a table in the translation. What we have, there is team replace. So if this is found in the assigned this role, it will be replaced with this role, and the team will be replaced with that one. So what I put all roles here which appear in the test cases and the status management, and then I check whether this is the correct one or to replace also the correct team, because it always happens that there's some kind of misassignment during testing, you can then easily clean up. The next thing is that we do have a functionality which checks if all files which are stored in the folder which we want to use as a source for translation are also mentioned in the translation file in the file where we do have the name of the text, what how the name should look like in German, English, and other languages which we maintained here. And this can be when we do the translation, there's always also the key which will be automatically by the translation functionality in our enhancement file of this package. Then we have the translation. We can choose different languages. We can also add languages. You can add the languages by doing it in the translation file. And we can also move the test case to the name, to the file name. Means that if we are having certain test case name here, if we run this functionality, this will be the description and file name for this test case. Name the target file based on the file name which we have maintained in the translation table. So this is all the channels which we do have, and we have also put this in a certain sequence which we would recommend to do when your teams initially produce the test scripts before you use them for starting the first test cycle where you really want to do the analysis. You should best run all these test scripts into one folder, and then run all these functions one after the other. You can also run things frequently, and when you do, for example, translation functionality, you can also specify out of which sheets in translation the different tasks or the different sheets with that information should come during this run in color or not, so that you can see what has been performed. If you want to be notified on each error, and if you want to derive the translation code from process step, and also if you want to delete empty rows, for example, often experience that the team thinks they need to put some rows for more explanation, which are not really containing test. So this will simply be removed by when you click the functionality. So when you run the translation, the single words are taken from the translation file. These sheets for certain given phrases, it will always be locked first in the translation file, and if something is not found, then the translation function tries to retrieve it in the Google Translate. Also outline, which means that is a header part of the test scripts will be the positions in the header will be replaced dependent on the language with this predefined sentences. same as HANA apps. We have tasks and also roles, which is very important, and the trends, of course. What I've just as a hint, what I've experienced recently is that the Deal desktop is doing a very good job when you need Excel stuff in other language. You target hit 2 times Control-C and choose the target language, and then it's straight replaced within the tables. This was helping me a lot in my actual project. So this is the content what you get with our accelerated testing package. I'm very proud that we are now at a point that we can really also provide for you, because, as I said, this is really the most pragmatic and sophisticated way I ever managed testing in more than 20 years of doing project management, and also the other years where I was not doing project management. I've not seen a nearly comparable, easy and practical tool for this also low price. Okay, I wish you a very, very successful testing. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. We are happy to help. We are happy also to further develop this tool set. We will definitely come with you first with maybe a bit more functionality, but maybe an easier to handle user interface, because this always needs a bit explanation. But if you need explanation, I try to record videos for each and every functionality. And if you need more help, don't hesitate to send an email or simply call. Happy testing and good luck in your project. This was Christian Schütte for SAP Experience.